live here on Instagram, waiting to talk to the amazing Danielle Leonard, who is also on my other screen here. I'm so techie. I'm just showing her how to get onto Instagram Live. There she is. She's already waving. So now all you have to do, Danielle, is request to join, and then we'll get to see your beautiful face on here, and we're going to talk yoga. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. The StreamYard. Here she comes. Okay. Hi, Danielle. What's that?
It worked.
It worked. Bravo, bravo. I'm so happy. Oh, man, that was so great. My mom's already on here. See? My mom is fast with the technology.
Oh, that's impressive. That's impressive. Hey, my sister
It's
just
so
joined.
good. And your brother's on.
My sister just joined. All right. Cool.
Oh, that's so nice. And the Peace Monkey, too.
Hey, Kevin. How are you?
Oh, that was such a fun interview. Honestly, I do feel like, when we do get to meet one day, we got so much more to talk about.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to tell me how to get pink hair because I've been wanting to do some pink hair for a while. So
Okay, I'm gonna send you my secret product, but I have to share with you. So this is a great story. It was a regression back to youth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting on the couch one afternoon and I say to my husband, I am so bored. I can't deal with it. Like, I've got tons of work, but I just wanted to do something, right?
Yeah.
He goes, okay, what do you want to do? And I go, I'm going upstairs. I'm dyeing my hair pink. And he goes, and I've had it pink before, right? Anyway, he's like, no, don't do that without me. I want to help you. So he parted all my hair, and then he
Oh my gosh.
did the underneath part so that when I curl it, it's kind of like lemon and strawberry thing happening. Oh my God, it was the best day, Danielle. I was so happy. And so now to maintain it, it's a pink shampoo. So I just kind of wash it in. Yeah, every Tuesday I do my pink wash.
So you're not committed for life.
No, you're not committed for life.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. Now, I don't know if it's environmentally friendly. I was talking to a friend about that the other day. I was thinking maybe I should do Kool-Aid instead of this shampoo, but
I'm not sure that's environmentally friendly either, just because we can drink it.
That's true. That's why we're so strong now, raised on Kool-Aid.
Oh, so true.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's great. So what's a busy girl like you got planned for the rest of the day today?
Well, I actually work from home, so I'm going back to working out west of the city. The issue's coming out in about a month. So press deadline's still a few weeks away, so we're just working on my stories. And I'm going to go for a run because it's supposed to be really nice out. It is nice. I haven't been outside yet, so I assume it's getting warmer and warmer. So I'm going to go for a nice run. And I actually just started taking piano lessons again after like 30, 40 years of not taking lessons. So
that's
I'll practice piano at some point tonight.
Oh, fantastic. So you're doing that virtually, like with an instructor, or?
Yeah, she taught all my boys, but one of my sons, he took it all the way to the high school credit. So when he finished last year, I said, oh, how about I become your student now? She's like, okay. So yeah, she does it through, the screen through my laptop, and it's been good.
Oh, this is one of the things I love the most about COVID is how people are going back to things from their childhood that they really enjoyed.
Yeah, like we have lots of time, right?
Yeah.
So since my sister's on this, can I talk a bit about the business?
Of course.
Our business idea.
Yes, I love the business idea.
So hopefully my sister agrees with this because she's my partner. So I probably should have got the okay first. But so I'm thrilled. My sister, she lives, close by. All my family lives close by. We're all very, are tight knit. We all have a great time together. Except my one sister's in Boston, Jen, if she's listening. But yeah, so Karen is. She and I have decided to start a business together, and it's going to be on the indoor gardening craze that's going on. So we both have green thumbs. We're going to take that passion to, an entrepreneurial journey. And it'll be fun indoor garden accessories like funky garden gloves and cute flower pots, all locally made or fair trade sourced. And it should be
Love it.
launching in the fall. Yeah, so we're excited about that.
Oh, that's great. Now, are you going to be able to promote yourself on West of the City with this? Like, can we have a whole big article about it and the story of you and your sister?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't be allowed to do that. I'd have to like a copy editor to do that. But maybe, maybe.
I say
Maybe
go for it. Yes.
Maybe I'll sneak it in. I probably should. I think West readers need to know about my funky products.
Yeah.
Out.
Oh, they totally do. This is all part of the healing. Like, we need the plants around us, the oxygen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, whatever we can do to, like, reconnect to nature and care about the earth again and awaken to that important relationship we have with the earth. It's something that sadly we've been missing. And with COVID, it's, company. Even if it's a plant, it's company.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take whatever kind of company I can get these days. Maybe it's better it doesn't talk back, right? Like, I have 3 teen sons. They're always talking back to me. My plants don't talk back to me. So.
Yeah, perfect. There's nothing wrong with talking to your plants. When I was a kid, I was the biggest Hall & Oates fan. Well, I still love them, but I was obsessed with Daryl Hall. Anyway, I got this plant, and it was like a short tree and a tall tree, and I used to call them Hall & Oates.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, you should name your plants. Exactly. I think people are doing that more and more these days. They're like getting into really important, significant relationships with their greenery.
They are. You know what we didn't talk about on the show was food. Are you vegetarian, meat eater? What's your
I'm mostly vegetarian. I'm not like hardcore because my 3
Okay.
still, love
Yeah.
meat. But yeah, I'm mostly vegetarian. I do think it's best for the earth. So that's my motivation to not really eat meat or fish really anymore either.
Yeah,
horrible. I don't want to be one of those people, but it's just hard to find, meat or fish products that aren't doing some kind of damage to the earth. So yeah.
Have you seen that documentary that just came out on Netflix about fishing and what it does?
I haven't, but I've heard about it. I'm also excited to see it. I mean, thankfully, I've kind of quit eating fish anyways. But yeah, I've heard how horrible it is. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I was shocked. And you know what was really shocking? I got to put my specs on. You know what was really shocking was the whole thing with straws and that we shouldn't be using plastic straws anymore. And they were showing the poor little sea turtles with straws shoved up their nose. Awful. But that accounts for 0.001% of the problem. 46% of it is from fishing nets and all the garbage the fishermen throw in because none of this stuff is regulated.
It's crazy.
I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, I was just under the assumption that it's like when, the trucks go along the highway and they got to pull over and be inspected, that every boat would be inspected going out and coming back in, but no.
I know, we have faith in the processes, and when you realize the process is so damaging, you're like, what? Am I contributing to this problem by not being aware? So it's,
Right. Yeah.
I hear you.
So
it's hard, though, to get
I know.
But
And I mean, COVID's not good, but if we have to talk about good things from it, there's more of a captive audience now for these types of things. So, at some point, everybody will watch that Netflix documentary, and everybody will more people will question, and more people will get involved, and that's the good that's coming out of this stuff, because I think when we had our busy, crazy life before, there were so many things going on that we didn't even know about or have time to find out about, and we need to change this stuff.
Exactly. And I know there's the possibility that you fall into that state of hopelessness, right? So I think it's important for people to remember that, of course it can feel hopeless, but as long as you're able to make a choice, and if everybody makes that choice, then good things can happen. So, because I know, with any of us who have kids, it can be hard for them. Even like, my sons sometimes do get really down about the world. They're like, what's the point? Like, the earth is going to die. So it's like, we have to remember, okay, yeah, things are bad, but each of us can make a decision. Just like, like you're saying, we can, once we become aware, and we can just make those decisions and not give up hope. We owe it to our kids.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. They need a future to look forward to, right?
Exactly.
What were we thinking? Oh, Danielle, thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved every minute of our conversation. I'm going to tell Kevin his sister is awesome. And my afternoon will be going to check my mailbox to see if I got any of Kevin's mail today, because sometimes that happens.
Yeah, Kevin, my brother, who set this up basically.
I know, he was so. I know, I'm so happy he did. He just said, hey, you should interview my sister. Oh, yeah, and you know what else? We didn't talk about the brawny chairs. Oh, that was the whole, isn't that funny? That's the whole reason I wanted to bring you on. We never even talked about it.
Gosh.
But that's so cool. So you were on the jury for it? You juried the artists who painted on it, or?
So I was brought on to manage the project. So it was the idea was developed by the Bronte BIA, and they got it approved. They got the government funding. It was for Canada 150, the 150th birthday of Canada.
Okay.
And so they hired me to basically like lead the whole project. So it was really cool to be a part of. I mean, there was just so many amazing people, individuals, families, organizations, charities, businesses that wanted so much to be a part of this amazing community event. And it was almost shocking to see how much amazing artistic talent people have. And, we had these, I don't think they do, I know they've continued to do it annually, which is amazing. So ours was like the inaugural year. So back then we had, obviously pre-COVID, we had these community events where people would we'd bring in the chairs, and we'd supply all the paint and the paintbrushes, and the different groups who, got involved in painting a chair. They'd come in and they'd spend the day painting at one of the local community centers, creating these awesome chairs. So it was just such a great way to bring the community together, all of Halton, really. And it looked beautiful. Like, there was this big concern that we would joke, we're like, what if they all end up in the, the lake? Some horrible kids come by and like throw them on the lake, or like vandalize them, or like smash them.
Yeah.
Nobody did that. Like, you always go to the worst case scenario. So we chained them all down. And it ended up being such a fun, amazing, just project to pull the community together. And it's so pretty, right? It looks so pretty.
It's gorgeous. I love it. It makes me so happy. I went down there in the winter, and they just, oh my God, it was, so that's what happened. I posted a bunch of pictures of them and talked about how uplifting it was, and Kevin was like, hey, you need to interview my sister. She's involved in this. Yeah.
Yeah. I was really proud of that. I mean, it was a really fun project. I was really honored to be able to lead all the. I just loved doing the group events where all these awesome people came in, and they just shared all this love for Oakville, and they wanted to either share their heritage, or there's like yoga studios, there was just students, young kids, even families. They would come in, and it was really lovely. Pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
See so many people be so passionate about Oakville and Canada. So I'm glad they kept it up, because we gave them all back. The chairs all go back to whoever painted them. That was what we agreed to. And then and then the Bronte BIA, they'd said that it was just such a success and people wanted them back, so they've continued to do it every year, which is awesome. Yeah,
that's wonderful. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's so good. I know, that's what we need to do, right? We just need to spread happiness and and color and life, and I've noticed in my business too. I have this whole thing I do where I partner with women who want to do fundraising with my jewelry collection, so
Yeah.
that they can raise money for causes they believe in. And that's always been like the part of my business that set my heart on fire, but it was like the smallest part, and now it's completely taken over. Like,
Amazing.
it's so good. Like this week, I'm working with a woman who's raising money for minority women for scholarships for them to start their own businesses, because they only receive like 0.006% of funding that's available. It's like shocking, just all
Yeah.
this crap that goes on. And like we were saying in our conversation, as an artist, that's what you want to do. You want to make an impact on the world. So I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, sometimes I'll work with people who are like, my friend is sick and I want to raise a couple $1,000s for them. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like,
That's amazing. It must be
yeah,
so fulfilling to be
it
able to
is.
concretely help people, in
Yeah.
a concrete way, right? And I know that, a lot of us help people in ways that, you can't actually like measure or concretely say, yeah, I've helped this, but,
Yeah.
it's great to know that just even through your actions, everybody's
Yeah.
can just spread good vibes. You know what I mean?
Right. And spread stories, share stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what, like, the interview today was so great because I love your honesty. I love how you're just like, this is the way it is. I'm not trying to pretend to be something I'm not. And it helps. I'm telling you, like, at lunch I was reading your blog and I'm like, oh my God, she gets me. Yeah, I loved it.
You drink less than I did, so don't feel too guilty.
Well, this is a recent thing, okay? No,
But
no,
your glasses make me happy, so it's good that you wear those.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to pop them on for you. Yeah, I went to see the eye doctor last week, and the good news was he said you can still do dollar store glasses. So, look, I've got like a whole array.
Ah, those are dollar store. Wow.
Yes, they're fun.
It.
Yeah, yeah,
Match
they got
your
the.
hair. Very cool. I love that you have pink hair. Like, you're giving me like the courage
Do
to
it.
go pink, because I'm like, I'm too old now.
No,
Oh my God,
I'm 51. I'm going to be 52 in the summer, and it's going to keep going pinker. I'm going to look like Dame Edna by the time I'm 60.
I'm going for it. I love it.
And one last thing, Danielle, I wanted to tell you. So speaking of your piano, picking up piano again,
Yeah.
I can't wait for my back problem to get better. And now I'm going to do yoga every morning, thanks to you.
Yeah.
But see my roller skates up there?
Yes, I love
So
them.
that's what I've been doing. I joined up for roller skating lessons, and I practice in the back here. You know what it's like in the back of our units? Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, that's my connection back to my youth. But
That's
now that I've
awesome.
talked to you about the yoga, yeah.
Yeah, do that yoga. 10, 15 minutes a day. Whew.
Yeah.
Such a difference. Yeah.
Okay, I'm all over it.
Next time we do this, I'll like do a 10-minute yoga stretch.
Okay, could take me through. I'm gonna throw on some Cat Stevens tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Do my sun salutation. Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Oh God. Well, this was so wonderful. I'm so happy we got to connect. You're awesome.
Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be in touch. I'll send you the pink hair stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, girl. Enjoy your day.
Thanks, you too.
Take it easy.
You too. Bye.
Bye.